Premier League trophies for Premier League trophy for grab. Is it going to be Manchester City, Arsenal, or both? But then, either case, one of these clubs should be able to lift the trophy. City have done a wonderful job today, trying to just keep scoring to get that trophy. Will they slip with Tottenham, or is just going to be another thing else? But we are waiting for Arsenal tomorrow, and we'll keep that for tomorrow discussion. As we all know, now Manchester United is going to battle it in the Old Trafford. But then, what an incredible game City have shown us today, because we all knew what Fulham are made up of. They nearly disturbed every top club this season. As City to come in to score them 4-0. That is absolutely a topic to discuss. On the other hand, Tottenham just trying to stay focused, qualify for Champions League, because that is the best they can do this season. But hey, is it gonna work or not? Because they still have Manchester City to play. But today showed a comeback, scoring at their home yard 2-1 against Burnley. Burnley was stubborn, but in the end, the quality will always show what they are capable of. And the best team won today. Tottenham made it 2-1. Which one should we start? I think
I'm gonna start with City.
yeah, so the City game, wow, it was just incredible game, massive one. And I think this was a game that I was absolutely looking forward to. I was just looking to see what surprises Fulham would take us, because it was Fulham home and it was in London that they played this game. But Fulham in the end could not actually give us that goal. I remember is it Gvardiol, the
Gvardiol.
defender who get the opener for Manchester City, Foden and Gvardiol again, and hey, Alvarez scored the last with penalty. Sammy, your view about that game?
In fact, today's game was a worst game because it was an early kickoff. And I know that Arsenal fans were watching, as well as Manchester United fans were watching. Therefore, someone to come and dominate the EPL like that, sometimes it becomes a little worry for most of the teams, and you start to create enemies. But then once Guardiola sees his eye on the trophy, you all know what he does. He always goes for it. It was a very interesting game. I think Fulham kept where the pressure on City. But then, as you all know, the quality of these players, Kelvin De Bruyne, the assist he gave to that, and the way Guardiola took his time, dribbled past one defender, put the ball in the net. It was just beautiful. The first half was quite quiet. It was a tactical game because Fulham did not want to go in full out. But I feel like for a team being at home, you could have done better. You could have shown more, as we saw last year in the second half. And I think if they had shown more in the first half too, I think we would have been able to get a goal or two because they had chances and the quality was not there. Now going to Gvardiol as a left back, a player who was mentioned in the World Cup, that's he'll be the next top 10 playing for Croatia, who was in Germany, was brought by Guardiola. He's a center back, but Guardiola is him as a left back. And if you can see this quality of this guy, especially the City team, once you bring the City team, I think it's natural that you have to improve. See the way he controls the ball, see Kelvin De Bruyne, see this guy that they are tipping in for the best player of the EPL. This for the first thing that they have never been a player, a defender in the EPL who has scored a hat-trick before. It has never happened. Today, Guardiola scored place and there was a penalty, and you want to ask him that, hey, don't set this record. But he was like, no, let Alvarez spray the penalty because he's the striker and he needs goals. You can see the mentality of the City team. It's just beautiful. It's quality. And they showed it, and it has been wonderful. I think for the side of the Fulham, they played a very good game last year. The quality of City was just too much.
The quality of City was just too much. And prior to the game, you heard the inter-match conference, Pep Guardiola. when they asked him maybe this week, is he the Manchester United fan? And he said no, he's City fan. Do you think will it impact Arsenal and United game?
Well, I don't think so. They are rivals. They are rivals. If you are a real rival, there's not even one moment where you would lose your card to a sport. If you're a true rival, and you know the history behind these teams, they are all in Manchester. But against themselves, one is red, one is blue. But then Manchester United too will try to fight for their badge. Because you all know how dominant Manchester have been over Arsenal. So if they're going to allow themselves to be trampled upon by Arsenal, I think that they have even been able to score an 8-2. It will be very bad. So I think the game on itself is already a tensions game. With or without it, I think Atula is trying to show me that if you win, if you don't win, I'm still going for the EPL. That's what he was trying to say.
Tottenham game, which I just thought maybe Tottenham this time round, their run has started again, or their poor performance has started again, because you cannot lose 2 games consecutively and come and lose against Burnley. But then in the end, probably I was hoping as a Chelsea fan, for me, there's no way you could actually tell me to support Tottenham. And I said I'm fully in support of Tottenham. But the beauty of the game, we just need to talk about it as well. Tottenham actually did very well in the comeback, because for me, if they had lost the game, that would have been a great opportunity for Chelsea to actually try their best to qualify for Champions League or the Europa. But then they came back into the game and they came back beautifully. And in the end, it was just 2 goals to nil. And
They will go.
2 goals to 1, sorry. And he was the one who scored the last goal for Tottenham. I don't know how I really feel about it, but Vincent Company will not actually be happy with this kind of situation. I just knew he won't be happy, because it's just like you win the game and give it out. And we saw a lot of teams going into the Tottenham Sports Stadium to just claim the 3 points away from them. But then Vincent Company and his young talent team is not able to do that.
I think this will be a learning curve for company. This season alone, I've still been able to watch a lot of Burnley's game. But today's game, I watched it, and if you watch these young guys play, you will love them. The biggest problem they have is the finishing. That has been their biggest problem. They started, they led by 1 goal to 0. And then, gradually by that, they have chances upon chances. If you watch the game today, you see that Tottenham, it was an A-race game. It didn't look like they were playing the game in Tottenham's home, because they dominated the game. They were better. Burnley played a mature game. But then, when you play a mature game, you need to score. That is the problem with it. We saw this time around, he started Madison. Madison for the past 3 games. He has always been coming from the bench. And I think this time around, he has been able to learn his Hugo has been able to learn his lesson. He started in, he was brilliant. We saw the quality of song, but not so much. I'll give it to Sa and Bissouma, because they did a very good job in the midfield, trying to always stop the counter attack from Burnley. Johnson was so bad, but he missed a lot of chances. And we should also give to the keeper, the Tottenham keeper, Varios has been very, very brilliant. I think he's one of the top signings for me this season. One of the top keepers who have played that well, come and dominate and get that place. Ever since he lost the French goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Ever since they lost him, it became a hole. But this Vicarious has come in. He's doing so well. I think Tottenham too will try to keep the pressure, because Aston Villa, they will like to see Aston Villa will slip, and if they slip, they will try to push and enter into the Champions League. So that is what kept them going. That's what kept them going. Always the end tactics, the end game was the problem. So I think both teams, for Burnley, they are relegated, unfortunately, but it has been a learning curve for them. They will go back to look into their hopes, see what they did wrong, try to fight and come back again. And I think it's good. And for those now, this 3 points have been very, very valuable to them, and I think the game was beautiful at the end.
And surely it looks like Burnley, well, they still have that opportunity to go out of the relegation zone, provided they win their last games. It just looked like they might not go out of the relegation zone. So now it means that they will have to struggle in championship to actually qualify again. So let's see what is going to happen. But then credit to Tottenham for winning that game, and also credit to Manchester City for staying put with this kind of game, because I know City still have 2 games to go. Whilst Arsenal will also be playing tomorrow, they will still be waiting for the results of Arsenal. If Arsenal sleep tomorrow, then it means that it's all over for them. But then we know the Gunners, the spirit they have currently, and that game post-match will be coming on your way. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and your opinions are always welcome here. Sammy, what do you think? Your last words, and then probably we'll call it a day.
Yeah, so to all the new subscribers, in fact, I hope you also tell a friend to tell that friend so we get more subscribers. The target is to get to 3K, and we always try to give you the best and always the best. And as you said earlier, the opinions are very, very much heard. So we are looking forward to seeing tomorrow's game. That is Arsenal versus Manchester United. Manchester United versus Arsenal. And we'll surely give you our views on that.
We'll surely give you our views on that, and see you tomorrow, guys. And thank you very much for watching. Now.